Okay, Mark, it's been a big week. It's the first time that we've actually had an official roadmap with a timeline to finally fully reopening.
Yeah, it's great to finally get a roadmap, albeit cautious, but it is something, and it gives us a number of milestones over the next 12, 18, 20 odd weeks to be able to focus on a return and reopening of the stadium.
I think all of us working here at the stadium, our eyes automatically went to the May timeline. Of course, that means that football season will be finished. But rugby, of course, and Bears, there is a chance that we could be getting some fans back.
Yeah, the regular football season will be done. For Bears, we have the opportunity, all going well and all going off the cautious roadmap, if you like, to have at least 4,000 back for the last game the last official game at Ashton Gate. Based on some successful pilots, that may go up to 25%, which would allow us just over 6,000, actually nearly 7,000 fans in the stadium for our last game here for the Bears. And what an incredible atmosphere that would be, and it would give us a great focus to just as a reopening, a massive milestone to reopen the stadium.
Yeah, and of course it would be great to get some fans in at some point this season, and it looks like that is just possible. But then going into the summer, there are a number of events now that this opens up the possibilities to have people at.
Yeah, I mean, Ashton Gate now for the last week has heads down to plan the summer reopening. We are a large event centre. We do the sport, but we're also an event centre for many events. So over the coming weeks, we're going to start again in line with the roadmap and in line with this 5-week review at every milestone. We're hopefully going to announce a few, off the pitch type of events and activities that will again bring the community back to Ashton Gate, bring employment back to Ashton Gate, and bring some enjoyment back to the people of Bristol's lives.
I think so many of us are familiar with the sports bar scenes of the World Cup and previous Euros that we've had here. And of course, everyone is looking at the Euros this summer. It won't be the same kind of scenes, but hopefully we can accommodate something along a fan zone.
Yeah, we had great crowds the last Euro Cup and the World Cup that we've done here before. I think the most important thing is, and this doesn't change, we want to be a good neighbour. So we're a part of South Bristol community. So whatever we do will be done safely and will be done in relation to us being a part of a neighbourhood. So, but we are an event centre, and we will follow the rule of the law to ensure that we can create events and create atmosphere and get people together again. It's been 12 months since anybody did anything. So, 21st of June for now is the milestone. The 22nd of June is essentially business as usual as we knew pre-COVID, and that's what we're going to focus on. Should that get shunted, it gets shunted. But yeah, very much we hope to become part of the Euro schedule. Yeah.
You've mentioned the June 21st deadline. Of course, the other significant one was Boris announcing that he hopes by September we'll see a complete easing of lockdown and regulations, and that actually the start of the next season for our sporting teams could be almost, dare I say it, back to normal.
Yes, in September, our season starts in August, and then September is when it really kicks off. So it's a milestone, and I'll stress this as much as the government has stressed it, that we're looking at it with caution, but we're very much planning over the next coming weeks the season card launch for both clubs and what that would look like, and we're getting advice from Dave Storr and Bristol City Council on exactly how many numbers we feel we can do safely. So that's most important. We won't do anything if we don't view it as safely. So that's the first step. But there's no reason, should the country open and should the millions of vaccines continue to happen, then there's no reason why we as well as other clubs won't be opening and return to business as usual. I think it's very important. We must get the wheels of the economy moving again, and sport's a big part of that.
The key to all of this is the vaccination programme that the government has successfully rolled out. Of course, the Vaccination Centre here at Ashton Gate is running alongside our match days and other events that we've got going on. Just a word on that, because I know that there has been some publicity this week with regards to slightly lower numbers, but I guess that was always natural with the move from one cohort to another. Yeah,
absolutely. Look, first of all, Ashton Gate is very, very proud of our part in the vaccination. It's something we're blown away by. We're proud to be part of this. I think the vaccine, let's not underestimate what we're doing here. They're doing millions of people, and there's always going to be ebbs and flows in each cohort as it goes down, and we had big spikes at the start, and we expected that. We were up close to 1,000 a day in the first few weeks, and then as that cohort got vaccinated, there's no trend to say you must continue 1,000 a day. As they move from one cohort to the other, there's natural drops. The good thing is that they fill those drops with some vulnerable people, and for everybody that gets vaccinated, it's one more vaccine, and that's important. That we play a part of that.
Yeah, as you mentioned there, I think this last week, although it has been quieter, has been very filled with, as you say, groups with mild to severe learning disabilities and difficulties. So actually taking advantage of the slightly quieter setting.
Absolutely, and it's getting people who wouldn't have otherwise had a vaccine at this stage in and getting them vaccinated and come back hopefully soon in the next 6, 10, 12 weeks for the second vaccine. So, and for us to play part of that, and you can see there is a constant queue, and I think the media, for all right reasons, are expecting 1,000 a day. If we do 400 or 500 a day, that's still an awful lot. Bristol is not London, and that's a huge number to get through. So look, long may it continue. The important thing is we're going to continue to support the NHS. We can still do events, we can still do sport on the pitch and do a vaccine centre. So that commitment from Ashton Gate to continue to support the vaccine rollout remains, and that's the most important thing.
And just finally, your reflection on a week which has been this year that has been filled with many dubious milestones. We do have the positive thought now that actually we are nearing the end of it.
12 months in and we're near the end of it. We have a plan. And as an operator and as a business, we've been craving the plan for the last 6 or 9 months. We went through the roller coaster back in the autumn and just pre-Christmas of saying, well, you can have 2,000, you can have 3,000. We went on sale on a Wednesday or Thursday. We were off sale by Friday evening. And that's no way to run a business. It's no way to run a country. So really pleased to see that there's a rigid but fluid, in terms of dates being movable, plan in place. We're a business at the end of the day. We need to be able to forecast. We need to be able to set targets, and we have that now. So personally, I'm very pleased. It really works for us here because it allows us focus, it allows us to start to plan to bring employment back, to get the suppliers back in, to get staff training, to ensure the stadium's ready. Essentially, we're relaunching Ashton Gate. We're reopening Ashton Gate. We haven't opened. We haven't done anything for 12 months in a couple of weeks. So a huge amount has to go in the background. So it's good. It's very positive, and I'm sure the city will support that positivity.